Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. We're back with some more boxes that the delivery services have brought in. I was away for a week. I had some wonderful time down in the Chesapeake Bay area, down by Annapolis, doing some vacationing and some fishing. We had a wonderful time there. I posted on one of my short videos some fun we had with a cow-nosed ray that took an hour and a half before it broke off on some very light tackle. We caught some juvenile straight bass. We caught a lot of perch and catfish and some other things in that brackish water. A lot of fun. Well, the post office, the UPS, and all the other delivery services didn't stop because I took a break. They were right back out on their delivery circuits, and well, here's some more projects that we have upcoming upon my return. We're going to try and do as many of these as videos as we can. During this preview, what we will do is we'll look at the reels that have come in. We'll see which ones are going to be the subject of some videos. Try and understand a little bit about the reels, maybe the problems that they incur, and we'll try to show you how to service these. So stay tuned. Well, let's take a look and we'll see what we've got. And if you like these kinds of videos, I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel. If you do subscribe to my channel, please use that notification button. That'll let you know when I'm posting, and well, you'll see if it's a video you would like to watch. So thank you to David again for these. Every now and then I get a little reckless with those utility knives, and he's looking out for me by providing me with a kind of a safety cutter in some regards. So Ray has sent in what I believe are going to be Penn Spinfishers. We had done a series, and we did one of those on some upgrades to ceramic ball bearings, and we had used one of his Spinfisher 750s, I think, if I remember. He was delighted by the results. Said he had a couple of more Spinfishers, and I think this is a different generation, and what we may do is the same thing here. I think he would like to see those as upgraded bearings in addition to the service, and we'll try to do that for him. Well, just peeking through the bubble wrap, they are Spinfishers, so I guess my memory is serving me well, at least for today. These are well packed. I think, if anything, you've noticed along the way as we do these previews, some come in well packed and some, well, they don't compact at all, right? Just kind of banging around inside of a box, trusting that the delivery service will be gentle and kind with their prized possessions. And well, that's not something that I always think that they do. I believe he's removed the handles on these, but this is a Penn 440 SS, and we'll do a video on this one to make sure that if we do those bearing upgrades, that those are part of it. We also have in the box a 5500 SS, and we have two 5500 SS's. So we have three Penn Spinfishers that he would like to have the bearings changed out and the reel serviced. I think what I'll do is I'll try and pick one of those that we haven't done and make sure that we do that as a video. Okay, so again, let's think about this. We'll probably do one on upgrading the 440 SS, and well, we'll see. See what time permits. All right, the next one comes in from California, so we've made it around the country. We started up in New York, made it to Louisiana, Wisconsin. Well, we've got east, north, and south. Might as well have west. This comes in from California. Comes in from Tom. This is Senator 6-0. And you see the eccentric lever on it is not working. Uh-oh. Well, we kind of sort of know what this means. One of us does. There's a pinion gear that's most likely frozen to the spool. If you can't do this, if this eccentric lever, which has the spring and everything attached to it, if it does not have the full throw, it means it's not pulling the pinion gear this way towards the handle to release the spool. That means that you're only in gear. You're not, you won't have a free spool to release it. So we just did one on this. We did a Penn 330 with the same thing that happened, where you had the pinion gear freeze to the spool. Now, why is that? It's a steel spool, it's a steel gear, if you don't rinse your reels off, or even if you rinse your reels off, you leave the water inside of it, you put the reel in the storage, well, steel on steel rusts, and eventually it seizes the reel. We will try to do that video too, because I can't show you enough times the problems that you can face, how to overcome those problems that exist, and how to get those reels back out fishing again. And I hope you enjoy that. It's kind of what the channel is all about. Alright, so next one comes up from Oklahoma. I just talked to a good friend of mine from my previous career who lives in the Dallas area. He's going to Oklahoma. He asked me to call him. How did we get in touch? He found me now on YouTube. Kind of fun. Alright. We have a big reel. This is the Penn 330 GTI. It's a large level wind reel. And we have a reel in the bag in a box project, right? It looks like somebody's gotten to the point where they started to service it and got in over their head. And this one needs to go back together again. And I'm always happy to do that. I give you credit for trying. One of the things I always recommend if you're going to start a project like this, do a couple of things. Do your research first. Go into go on the internet. There's a site out there called mysticparts.com. I talk about them frequently. They are a Penn parts distributor. Their internet handle used to be pennparts.com, but regardless, they have a full array of the schematics for the Penn reels. So get the schematic first. Take a look at what you're about to get into. Understand what these assemblies are before you start pulling pieces and parts. And well, if you follow along with the schematic, generally that's going to be enough to help you to get past having it apart and then realizing, well, something's wrong here. Do that. And of course, my channel has an awful lot of videos in here. It does have a video on the 330. And well, if you do your research ahead of time, it's going to help you to make the process go smoother and easier. And well, at least let you know what you're in for. All right, Texas. All right, we're coming into Texas now. So we had Oklahoma, now we have Texas. This one is nicely packed. I'm having trouble with that tape again. Not to mind you. Okay, this one is a kind and generous soul. His name is James. He contacted me and told me he's got a bunch of parts that well, he just doesn't use. And if I could find a way to use them or help reels get a second chance, I will. And I think we got one right here that I just got a note on. We're going to have to check to see on the interchangeability of parts here. But there's a fellow who sent me a note, says that they have a 922 topsail that with a bad spool. I'm not sure that this is going to be the one. Now, one of the things that's interesting, I always get questions about where do you find the pieces and parts. And well, one of the ways to find them is to go to a site that has the information from back in the day. Back in the day, they had manuals and schematics and the like. And one of the places that is a repository for those is the ORCA, Old Reel Collectors Association. And ORCA has a list of manuals and the like. And one of the things they have on that is, well, it has a list of interchangeable parts for the Ocean City reels. So we're going to take a look. Maybe this one can go back together again, maybe not, I don't know. But there's a lot of good parts in here, and James was kind enough to send them along. And it looks like we have a very big, probably a Zebco, I'm thinking. Not seeing the label on it. We have a open-faced reel, and we have a channel viewer, Bobby. He's out in Tennessee. He has a good collection of these types of reels. I'm going to see maybe if he needs some pieces and parts for those. I don't see the oops. It's a Zebco. It's a large one. I wanted to say like the 800 series, 404 series, I don't know. This one's made in China. But parts are needed. If you happen to see and hear something that you need in parts, let me know, and I will certainly recycle them, as I told James I would. I want to make sure that the reels that he can't use do get used in a very positive way. Okay, one more. By the way, parts are always accepted. That's exactly what we do. We try to find the homes to keep reels fishing. Last one up then is from Illinois. So we've kind of gone around and around here, around the great country of ours. Now we're back in Illinois, halfway back from Chicago to the East Coast. And this one's from Daniel. I know Daniel had contacted me recently. He's got a couple of Okumas, if I remember. And he's asking me to upgrade these to the ceramic bearings. So we have Okuma. These are beautiful. Okuma cold waters. They were selling for $139 at the time. I don't think you can get these any longer. Let's see what we have. And we'll go down to Boca Bearings. We'll try and get the bearings for these and do the upgrades. I'm not sure if these are cold waters. This is an Abu handle. Yeah, these are the smaller Ambassadors. This is the Ambassador. I think it was the Silver Max at the time. It's probably the 33,000 series. And yeah, okay. Well, we're going to do that. We'll make sure that we can upgrade these, get these back to Daniel. Well, that's an interesting preview. If you saw something on here that you would like to see as a video, and I don't plan to do that, please let me know that in the comment section. If you like the video, please hit that like button. It does help with the video's rankings. It does help with my channel development. It helps me to continue to do what we're trying to do on this channel, which is to teach you how to do the fishing reel service and upgrades yourself, and to provide that type of support to you when things don't go according to plan, like the 330 GTI that we saw come in pieces. Well, before I leave, I want to thank our first responders, our police, fire, safety, rescue, and everybody involved in keeping us out of harm's way. I truly appreciate what it is that you do on a regular basis and as a career choice, and your dedication to that task. I also want to thank everybody for watching the channel. We really appreciate your input, your feedback, and your attention to the details and to the videos. If you have an idea for a video that you would like me to do, doesn't have to be on direct reel repair. Maybe it's something else that you would like to learn about in the fishing world. Just leave those ideas in the comment section. I do try to do those where my knowledge is there and as time permits. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, wishing everybody a great day.